Grimshaw.
BBC Radio 1.
Thursday afternoon on Radio 1, and Mabel is here. Hi, Mabel.
Hi, Grimmy.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I've had your song, Let Them Know, in my head since Friday.
Yes.
Like-
okay, that's the goal.
Going round like, let them know, you gotta let them know, all the time. And
Have you been letting them know?
I'm always letting them know. But yeah, no, every time I used to hear Mabel and like see your name written down or see that you were on the show, I'd always in my head, almost like a tick, be like, don't call me up. But it's totally changed my Mabel tick to let them know.
Yes.
It's worked.
Okay, I love that. Yay! Well, that has put a massive smile on my face.
Hey, I want to talk to you about something that I saw you talking to Gemma Collins about on her podcast of you being like, hello, I can't find a date, which I nearly fell off my chair and passed away. What's wrong with these straight men?
Babe, I honestly don't understand. I've been single for 3 years and
That's rude.
And I've been on maybe two dates in 3 years, like actual dates. And then, you get the like, oh, come round, let's hang out. But like nobody, and I'm a Pisces, I'm a hopeless romantic. My parents have been married for 30 years. They're like amazing couple and incredible like inspiration to have in my life. And
They're
I just
the levels.
want yeah, they are levels. And I just want I want that. And if I don't have that, then I'm a bit like, well, I'm happy working and being with my dogs, and I have a horse and just living that life. But yeah, just I don't know, it just seems to be really difficult. And I think, is it because I don't want to believe that it's because I'm a successful woman, because that would just be so sad. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah.
Do you know what though? I don't like dating. Like, do you like going on a date? I find a date...
I wouldn't know, babe. I've hardly been on it. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't know. I mean, I like the idea of like somebody coming to pick me up and going to, not eating food, because I'm like, well, first of all, my teeth are really close together, TMI, so I always get food stuck in my teeth. But also, I just feel like, I don't know, I'm like the eating, the talking, but I just feel like doing something like, just like, let's take the dogs for a walk, or like, I just feel like now people think things are so like disposable, and it's very like, oh, come link me with my friends and bring some of your friends. And I'm like, am I old? Because to me, like, or they'll be like, do you have Snapchat? And I'm like, what? I don't know. What are we going to do on Snapchat? I do, but like, what? Are we going to go somewhere? Are we going to like, I don't know. I think maybe I'm just really old fashioned, but no, I don't know. I think just like, it's hard for everybody. People always like, what? You have a hard time dating? Like, guys don't move to you. I'm like, my DMs are dry. Nobody moves me. And I genuinely just think it's just being human. It's just part of the human experience. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just a normal 25-year-old girl that just like wants to love and be loved.
She just wants love, guys. Well,
I just want love.
When we saw you talking about this and you saying like, oh my God, like I can't get a date, we started talking about dating on the show. And what I said was, let's see if we can get like some really horrible dating horror stories for you and for anyone else out there on a dating journey, just to make you feel a bit better, just so it's not all roses out there, you know?
I've got some terrible stories. So yeah, definitely to erase them from my men.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So what we've decided to do is some dating fables with Mabels.
Oh, I love what you did there, babe. Really good.
I'm a poet, thank you. We'll do it after this. Thursday afternoon on Radio 1, Mabel joins us. Hi, Mabel.
Hello.
Hey, we're going to talk about dating right now. It's time for some dating fables for our Mabels. First up, sharing their story, we have Lucy. Hi, Lucy.
Hello.
Hi, Lucy.
Lucy, you have a dating horror story to help Mabel and also anyone out there about to embark on, post-pandemic dating journey. You're going to make people feel better because it can't be as bad as this story you're about to share.
Okay, so yeah, my dating disaster actually involved Radio 1.
Oh.
So, so I'd been on a couple of dates with this guy, and he said that he had tickets to Radio 1's big weekend. And he asked if I wanted to go because he couldn't decide which friend he wanted to take. And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, what's the worst that could happen?
Right.
So it turned out he didn't have any accommodation or travel plans sorted. So I thought, I'll have a look. So I thought, I'll have a look at campsites, like go for the full festival experience. and I managed to get one booked. The day comes, we arrive at the campsite and start unpacking things, and I'm like, something seems a bit off here. And it turns out it was a nudist campsite.
Oh my God. What?
So yeah, it was a nudist campsite that we were staying at, and it was my error as well, so that's what made it worse. But so we head to the arena, and we basically end up splitting up for most of the day because we wanted to see different bands anyway.
Oh,
and then at the end of the day, went back to the campsite, and yeah, it was so awkward. And then the next day, drove home, and he snored the whole way home. So yeah, perfect.
wow. I mean, not a dream date, that, Mabel, is it? There's a lot to
No.
unpack here.
I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry you had to go through that. You'll be okay.
The nudist
it's okay,
campsite is turning up to a nudist campsite on date one is rough seas. Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you, babe.
No worries.
Love that story. Next up with a dating fable for our Mabel is Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. Ben, meet Mabel.
Hi, Mabel.
Hi, Ben.
Ben, can we hear your dating story, please?
Yes, I met an absolutely stunning Sicilian girl once on a night out with my friends, and she gave me her phone number, which is unusual because normally I'm as smooth as sandpaper when it comes to chatting up women. So I phoned her up and we organised a date. We went to a few cocktail bars, had a few cocktails and some wine, and then she recommended we go to this Italian place in town. Perfect conversation all the way through, and then we got to this place and suddenly she stops talking and she's on a phone a lot. And then this incredibly handsome Italian gentleman comes out from behind the bar. Turns out to be her ex-boyfriend that she's taken me to go and visit to try and make him jealous while we're on our date.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the end of the date. I decided to go to a bar and dance on a table and drink some tequila to drown my sorrows.
Hard.
That's what you got
Hi,
to do,
Ben.
Ben, to get over it, if that's what it takes. So you were basically used as bait.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's rude. How dare she?
How dare she indeed.
Mabel, are you a game player in dating? Would you ever do anything like that? Would you ever be like, oh, let's do that, blah, blah, blah?
No, I'm not a game player. Maybe that's the problem. I can't be bothered. Like, I'm one of those people where I'm like, if I like you, I'm going to text you all the time. I'm going to wait maximum 10 seconds to reply to your text. And if I don't, I'll probably be like, yeah, do you know what? I just don't like you, babe.
Same.
I'm way too honest. No game playing.
No
Can't
game.
be bothered.
No game.
Don't have time.
Yeah, my boyfriend told me I have no game, and it really offended me. I was like, I had game. He's like, no.
No, I don't have game. I
We
have
don't
zero
have
game.
We don't have game. Hey, Ben, thank you so much.
Thank
you, Grimmy.
Mabel, thank you so much for joining us. It's so great to see you. Congrats on the new song. Should we get it on now?
Oh, babe, nothing would make me happier than to let them know.
All right, let's do it. Mabel on Radio 1, brand new stuff for you. This is Let Them Know.